He does podcasts.
What's up, everyone?
Merry Fishmas.
Merry Fishmas. What's up, Don?
How are you?
It's our favorite time of the year right here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
We got Josh Truax on with us again.
How we doing, fellas?
We're going to see if Rich would get on and maybe indulge in a cigar. I don't know if he has time, though. We're at the cabin up in Trout Run, Pennsylvania. Cabin's right here beside us. It's our place. Stream's right behind us. We got a pretty decent special bourbon today.
Yeah, nice fishing bourbon. We have Dry Fly, which is a brand out of Washington. Specifically, Spokane.
Spokane, Washington.
Out of Spokane. Home ready.
Dry Fly makes several small batch whiskeys. This one is their wheat. I think all of them are really young. This is a 3-year-old.
Have we had Dry Fly before, didn't we? We
Yep.
had one of them. I don't remember which one it was.
Matt brought a bottle up maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
It
was last year.
It was the Critical.
Jeez, I don't know about this. That one.
Oh.
I'm actually going to have to pull it down a little bit, I think.
Oh, that's a
I don't
That's
know.
a
Do you
beautiful
think?
shot.
I think it should be all right.
Okay. Sorry
Keep
about
an eye
that.
on it. We've had their Critical before. So Critical is kind of a really odd bioengineered grain that is like really hardy and weather resistant and grows great in Canada. It's kind of like a rye. I think it's a rye barley hybrid, maybe. And that was good.
Yeah. I remember it being pretty good. That was last year when.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
So what proof is this, Don?
90 proof. So it goes
Nice.
down nice.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool bottle, perfect for trout season. It's got a trout molded
You
into
might.
the glass here.
I know we're going to lose a beautiful view, but
We have a storm that's fixing to hit us, so we're gonna pull it down right now a little bit
Drink fast.
and drink fast and smoke faster. Today we're drinking New Trails Crisp Lager as well, and it's great. It's a great light tasting lager beer,
Yeah, thanks.
and a lot of people really like it, Don.
Yeah, Crisp is it's out there. It's at all your favorite retailers. A lot of draft lines out there too. So.
Yeah. Cheers to
Cheers.
that. We thank you for the good beer. Boy, it's getting windy, folks.
like really windy.
Okay, so 90 proof. 90. Small batch Dry Fly.
So it says True American Farm to. Oh, we got a mayfly crawling on it. It knows.
Perfect.
It says True American Farm to Bottle whiskeys from Washington State. So it must be state grown.
Wow. Dude, it smells real sweet.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of alcohol on the nose.
No.
You know what I mean? Not really.
I'm smelling a hint of caddis and
Caddis.
and a little bit of bee and maybe ant for the Dry Fly.
Yeah. This thing's about to get drunk. I think I spilled whiskey all over the bottle.
Did you really?
That's awesome.
Let's see him.
Well, he ain't that
Yes.
drunk.
Where'd he come? Where'd he go? There he is.
Coming around for more.
So we didn't do a whole lot of fly fishing because it's been windy. Don was out early today and didn't catch anything, got skunked. Corey caught 2 this weekend, and that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He just caught one out here right before we went on. Cheers, guys. Let's try this stuff.
Cheers.
Not what I was
Wow.
expecting.
No.
No.
It's got like a chicory character. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
an interesting wood. It's not quite a licorice thing,
So?
but
Have a seat. Have a seat.
join
Come on
us.
in, Rich.
Yeah.
We got
Come on, everyone.
Corey and Rich joining us
Trying
right
to bring
now.
us awards, huh?
Corey just caught one out here right out back of the cabin. Rich is a fellow cigar smoker. What are you smoking?
Oh, awesome.
Just a Rocky.
Ah, Rocky
Patel.
Patel. We had them on last
Yeah.
week.
Check these out.
That's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on right now.
Awesome.
Thanks, sir.
2023 Fishmas.
Yeah,
I
baby.
love it. Merry Fishmas.
Merry Fishmas, everyone.
This is great. This is great. This is why we do this. Everybody coming up, having a good time. Corey, you guys should go in and grab a couple more glasses. You guys.
I will. You're all the way on the right cabinet.
All right, there we go. You know, I have a cigar paired with this bourbon if you want to let that Rocky go a little bit.
Yeah, I got my nephew in there.
Oh, I got you. I
Yeah,
got
we're
you.
I'm just gonna hang out with you for a little bit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, it's tasting. I see what you mean, Don.
Mhm.
Like it's
like a real sweet wood kind of character in there. Roasted. I think chicory is the best.
I think you're. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's almost a little syrupy, and I'll tell you what. It's a little cooler than we usually drink it because it was a little cool up here at the cabin this weekend,
Last night.
and it was in the car last night. But here you go, boys.
Thank you.
We are. So
Appreciate it.
this is Dry Fly from Washington, 3 years old, 90 proof, small batch stuff.
Cheers to that.
Salute, guys.
Hey,
Thanks for coming up. I'm glad to
Cheers.
see you, Rich.
thanks
Thanks
for
for
having us.
having
Yeah. There's a couple rules when you're drinking bourbon, especially at a time like this. You always have enough for everybody that's around, and you always have enough cigars for everybody that's around that wants one.
And you don't save it.
You don't save it.
No.
Never save it.
I'm not a big cigar guy, but I got the backwoods.
Some
So
good
who
vanilla
made
stuff.
this? Rich made this.
That's really
Just
cool.
bought a little laser engraver.
That's
So
awesome.
just been messing
is.
around a little bit. So 3 versions there. I've been recycling pallet.
I said
boards.
Nice.
I like each one a different way. I like the rustic.
Mm-hmm.
This one's like clear, and then without the pallet board, you kind of
Yeah.
see there.
I was
So
figuring,
still in
I
the
just figured the
learning
video
phase
they'd be able to
myself,
see that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it looks
Yeah,
really
no,
cool.
that's awesome.
Couple just first tries.
Nice. So before this storm comes, we're gonna go right into the cigars. So I got today. It's a Black Label trading company, Porcelain, and I chose Deliverance because we're in the Appalachians, right? We're in Pennsylvania Appalachians,
A little higher than the
but it's a little higher than Deliverance, but I thought it was still fitting and suiting for today. So they there's the label, and a lot of the labels that you see from Black Label are black, but this one's
it's
white
white.
and silver. It's actually pretty cool, and we'll see how it is. It came from one of the local cigar companies. This is probably, I think it was a $17 cigar. Might have been 14 now that I'm thinking about it. I think the one for tomorrow was a little more, but it should be pretty good.
So while you're cutting that Dry Fly, I got 91 points from Tasting Panel Magazine. So I think all their expressions have one of these hang tags on them. I think they all have 90 plus ratings on all their stuff.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think
Put it up here so you can see.
if I remember correctly, this cigar was a 92.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I
Well,
think they're gonna complement each other.
Mhm.
Hopefully good.
That's
I already
good.
smell that. It's really windy. I can already smell that leaf.
Yeah, yeah. Where are they from? Are they Nicaraguan? I want to say. Doesn't say. I can't remember where they were from though. I want to say Nicaraguan. Jill, are you right up the street from us today? That's awesome. Glad you're watching. Jill's father lives a couple houses down.
Nice. Cheers, Jill. Merry Fishmas.
Good stuff. Damn good whiskey.
Obviously.
Going right.
Almost gone, yeah, right?
That cigar smells delightful.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
What's your take on? You're a big cigar connoisseur.
I'm smoking a different one here.
What do you got?
Just the Rocky. It's a viscous. Yeah.
Swin's messing with it. It's a good cigar.
It smells like it's a sweet cigar too, almost in the smoke. I'm getting some backwoods here. Hit me with vanilla, but maybe combined.
Oh, is that where that's
even
coming
the Rocky
from?
Patel.
The honey.
I'm getting like
Honey, it definitely smells like vanilla.
I'm getting like berry character, like really dark.
Here, I'll move
Currant
this
or
side.
No, it's all right.
blackberries.
It's all right. It's funny because this actually is. It tastes light,
Mhm.
and definitely is complementing the bourbon very well, and I'm sure that Rocky is too.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, that Rocky's
It's
a
going
nice
down
one.
so smooth.
Mhm.
If they're standing,
But it lightens the bourbon up even more, and you can taste more of almost like that vanilla coming off of. I don't know if it's opening up that way to you guys, and you can taste a little more vanilla mellowed out in the dry fly. But
I mean, this opened up to a lot of spice for me.
really,
Yeah, it definitely has a lot of spice to it.
so this cigar's giving it a total different flavor than I think.
That's interesting.
Mine tastes like honey.
That's definitely your cigar doing that one.
It's a little
Definitely.
nutty, almost like a little bit of peanut.
Yeah,
to it.
I think I said probably last week like a honey nut Cheerio, but I'm getting it again out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and then you do have that backwoods come through, and it's like, wow, this is actually really good. This is something to write home about, boys.
Changing it up a little.
You know you can get your fine cigars at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm digging this. I'm really digging this pairing. I'm getting almost. No, I'm getting something else. I'm getting like a cotton almost taste.
Interesting.
Not cotton mouth, but like a
Right.
cottonish type flavor, kind of. I don't know
What
how
that
else to
tastes like.
explain
Yeah,
it.
like I'm literally.
I
sitting
don't.
here like,
I don't know what.
do
Like
I,
a
do I chew
lighter.
on my shirt to know
No,
what it
no,
tastes
no,
like?
no.
Interesting.
Maybe that's what it is. To be honest, you know how when you were younger and you suck on your shirt and you taste it, like that's almost what it kind of tastes like,
Wow.
but in a sweeter vanilla type way.
I would hope. There's a
I
reason
mean,
we
I
stopped
don't
chewing
know
on
if
our
Rich
shirt.
is
Not a
understanding
weird
what I'm
one.
talking about. Looking at Rocky, but
I don't chew on my shirt.
there's a
anymore,
real
so.
complex taste going on here
Sure.
between the two of them, with the two of them.
It appears to be burning really well for the conditions.
With the wind and everything.
Yeah, it's not burning bad.
Yours is burning perfect, isn't it?
Mine kind of took off wrong with the wind right away, so I think it'll kind of catch up on the one side. It definitely won't mustard on the one side.
That was a bad joke.
Bad dad joke. Bad dad joke.
So Cohen just left us. We had him. He got the choice of Easter egg hunt or fishing camp, and it didn't take him long to choose, did it?
He chose fishing camp.
He did.
Said, I want to go to the cabin.
Boy.
Yep.
4-year-old boy knows where his priorities are. My cousin's probably watching now, yelling at me because I'm missing my little cousin's birthday today. But I'm
Happy
sorry,
birthday.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, but
Happy birthday,
we
buddy.
definitely do have priorities. My bad. I remember when my daughters were little, we kind of planned, the pregnancy and everything around fishing camp, to be honest.
Got to make sure you didn't have any April kids.
We didn't want any April kids. No, couldn't have them. So I didn't have any birthdays to worry about. In 2020, when did they do fishing? Wasn't it March? Didn't they open it all up in March? Or was it later? Was it like the third week of April?
They just randomly opened it up.
Yeah.
During COVID.
Remember, it was
yeah.
on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they were just like,
It was
oh,
like
now
middle
you
of the
can
week.
fish.
They were like, or maybe a Wednesday. I just remember them. They're like, or Tuesday. I don't know. I didn't know it was the middle of the
It
week.
was Thursday.
And they were just like, we're open.
Surprise.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you're allowed to fish now.
They were trying to make the decision, and then they were like, we're just open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last year was the first year they opened up this weekend.
Because it used to be the middle of the month.
It used to be 2 weekends from now.
Yeah.
Because you know how some years it lands on Easter, some years it didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wasn't it the southern counties always opened up first?
Mm-hmm.
Like they would open up
Southern
like
counties
a week
would
or
open
two.
up now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then up here it was 2 weeks later. That's right.
So Don, what do you got going on now?
You know, I'm smelling this, and
You smell the cotton.
I mean, the nose, the whiskey nose is gone. I mean, I'm not smelling much out of the glass.
No,
anymore.
really, there's not much of a nose to it at all.
You know, I'm smelling like a fluffy white kind of plant, grows about 8 inches tall.
Yeah.
Rich's was good.
Rich, you need a little more?
I didn't get a chance to smell it.
I think we all need to.
Pretty much took it down. Standing in the water for 5 hours fishing. So
Need some whiskey after that.
It was chilly out there this morning, but it really warmed up quick then. And the sun was out. Like, rain stopped, sun out within 30 minutes. And now within 30 minutes, the sun is gone and the rain is coming. So
To me,
It's
it
gonna be
smells
interesting.
sweet, but maybe that's because.
it definitely smells.
it's got it back.
That's adding to it. Like
Thank you.
your palate right now is crushed. Like you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
you can't tell us anything but honey.
It's
Yeah, I was
honey.
gonna say your
My
cigar
lips taste honey.
your cigar should lessen the character here. But I mean, still in the palate. So this is interesting. These always really evolve on us, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one is staying really consistent, syrupy honey,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of spice. I want to say it's rye spice, but I know there's a wheat whiskey, so it's really kind of throwing me for a loop.
Maybe we should get bottled.
And the honey goes right along with the mouthfeel. It gets real velvety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can definitely tell, you know, it's
I gotta
sub
start a little
100,
bit.
right? Like there's not that
No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
that
Yeah.
you know full flavor from it, but you know it's a really nice 90.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts with grain grown on the Wissota farm, which is a 116-year-old homestead farm. That's 30 miles from the distillery.
Did they used to grow cotton there? I'm just curious.
Yeah, we should write them an email and find out, because if that's true, that's going to be like the most amazing terroir story of all time.
Listen, I don't want to say it's cotton, but it just kind of gave me that thought right off the top of my head when I'm smoking it. But it's definitely this very unique taste with the cigar to the bourbon.
I really wasn't thinking
Just
textile.
wondering.
That's the one we're doing, yeah.
No, I was just smell. You don't want to waste one of them on me.
What'd you say?
Oh, just look at the other one.
That's my daily tobacco, dolce.
This is what you normally smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think this is a great pairing.
Cool.
I believe it.
Yeah. Let's talk about rating this bourbon, Don.
Sure. I want Josh to go first.
Yeah, Josh
Always
should go
do.
first.
I always go first. So let's review. There's where would I rate this? I
90
think,
proof.
yeah.
3 years old.
3 years old. Still a minor. For myself, it's a good one, though I probably wouldn't give it a real high rating, just because it's very simple. I wouldn't say bland, but there's not a whole lot of complexity to it. It's definitely drinkable. It's a very easy to drink. It would be a great whiskey if you were just starting to get into whiskeys.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because it wouldn't just completely wreck your palate.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I like the honeyness of it, the sweetness. It's not overbearing. You know, the alcohol, the ethanol there, it's just right across the tongue, a little bit on the roof of your mouth. I'm going to go, for myself, I would say a 6.5, though I would say it's a terrific beginner whiskey. If you were just looking to get into them,
Yeah.
it would be terrific for that. And on
Yeah.
that scale, I would go as high as like an 8.75, 923.
Awesome.
Kind of like it's real smooth down the back,
Mm-hmm.
settles calm on your tongue, but has a little bite on the lips.
Yeah, I mean,
I just kind of throwing it out there. You know what I mean?
Corey, what would you rate it? 1 to 10?
It's hard for me to rate things.
I
because You guys
understand.
that drank, I mean, over the years of me drinking whiskey, I was gonna say 7.5, 8, but I've drank a lot of whiskey in my life, so I'm gonna say 7.5, 8, like 7.5. I'll say
7.5.
yeah.
Rich, have you had this before, Rich? The
I
dry
have
fly.
not had it before. I'm not a connoisseur like you guys. I'm gonna give it a 9 because it's smooth.
Mhm.
It goes down really well. It's drinkable. I'm already on my second cup, so
Oh,
I love it.
yeah. And that, we'll wait till this wind dies down.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of goes along with what Josh was saying. A person
Yeah.
that's just getting started
Mhm.
into it. This is a great
Yeah.
bourbon to start off. on.
Terrific choice.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's,
terrific
that's
choice.
awesome that
It's
you
an
said
easy.
that,
It's an
Rich.
easy drink. It's an easy drink.
It is an
Mhm.
easy drink.
Easy
It is good.
drink, yeah.
And it's smooth.
Absolutely.
It's actually
so you
an
can think
easy,
about your rating.
dangerous drink.
Yeah.
It is.
So yeah, that's kind of what I was going to talk about. I have a very high opinion of dry fly because Matt brought it to camp last year, and I mean, within 5 or 10 minutes,
you
the
if
bottle
we
was
had
gone.
that last year.
Yeah, we had
Okay.
we had the Tritical. It was like a blue label,
Okay.
but same stuff, same age.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was gone in like 10 minutes, and everybody was like, "Man, that was like great. It went down amazing. Where did it all go?" Right? And Josh said it's simple. I really like how simple it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge rye whiskey guy too. Anthony's not, but I like all the rye spice that's coming out of this, even though it's a wheat. I forget the price point. I want to say it's maybe 32, 37 bucks. Like it's
yeah.
really, really
That's
approachable.
really reasonable.
And that is perfect for a beginner.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Beginner whiskey, I always recommend like a Basil Hayden, which is a proof point like this. I'm gonna add this to the list. I really like it. I'm gonna give it an 8. So
Wow. I almost wasn't expecting that, but I mean, with all things
believe that.
considered,
yeah,
a wheat 90 proof. It's not. It is very simple. I was gonna say about a 7.6 to be honest with you. So I think we're all right in about the same range. I don't think it hits an 8 for me, but it is really smooth to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I'll go high 7s. I'll go like a 7.8.
yeah. And the atmosphere helps, I think.
That's true. It really is. It's
Yeah.
true. Now,
And our palates are probably ruined from yesterday.
maybe a little
I don't know what
bit.
you're talking about.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. All this being said, when you pair this cigar with this bourbon, it's amazing.
Right.
Like, this is a really good pairing. And if you want to impress your group of friends coming over on a Saturday night and get cigars to pair with, like, this is a cigar to pair with dry fly.
It sounds like a really flexible cigar too. You could probably pair this with a lot of different things.
I would agree with that. But it's a nice one for a 90 proof. It might be nice for 110 too, to be honest with you.
Look,
I think
why
you
not?
need something a little bolder if you go a little higher like that though.
Sure.
What would you rate it?
Man, I'm gonna do. We don't really rate the cigars.
No.
We rate the pairing
Okay.
with the cigars. So like I know this cigar is rated. I think it was rated a 92 if I remember correctly, which is a high rating for a cigar too. And I wouldn't have rated the cigar that high, to be honest with you, alone. But together these two, man, I'm gonna do an 8.4.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
8.4 for the pairing. It's a good one.
Bumps it up almost a 3/4 point, right?
Yeah, for sure. And like it totally changes the flavor of both, and especially the bourbon. And I'm not taking it back. Like it's just like this light, fluffy, flavor. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but call it between cherry and cotton.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a pretty wide range.
Some people you're tasting.
I'm covering all my
dude.
covering all my
the
bases.
Yeah.
I think it's chicory actually.
Is it even wood?
No, I mean it's great, and it's not going away.
Yeah.
It's staying the same the whole way through, which is crazy.
Yeah, and
Like it opened up a little bit, and it got a little more sweet, I would say. The bourbon.
I want to attribute that to this bourbon because, like I said, everything we've had has changed dramatically in the glass, but this kind of flipped once as it opened up and has stayed there.
Stayed the same.
Yeah.
Now that
It has like no nose
that I
to
put
it
down
now.
the cigar,
like none.
I have a little more tingle. on the
Right.
tongue.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's that rye spice I was talking about, kind of
Yeah.
going across the palate.
Wh-
We were
which-
just getting it on the lips. Now it's
Yeah, I wasn't getting
Yeah.
it anywhere else but the lips, but now that I'm not having the nice honey
Mm.
backwoods.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
See, and I do like that little bit of rye spice to it. I'm not a big rye guy, but I like a little bit of spice to it. Really, I would drink it again.
It's cool.
Yeah. So average the bourbon out at,
I forget what Josh said.
he said a 7.5,
Yeah, so we're right there at
7.8. So we're at 7.8.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're at a 7.8 for the bourbon. We're at an 8.4 for the pairing, and y'all should definitely try it out.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Merry Fishmas.
Merry Fishmas.
Merry
Merry
fellas.
Fishmas.
Cheers.
Yeah.
You didn't fire the cannon. Thought we
Oh, let's go.
That's how we were going to
I
end
forgot
this
the
out.
cannon. Hold on.